Hello guys and girls, welcome back to the Land Rover Toolbox videos, and this is wishing you a happy new year for 2015. Hope you're rested after your holiday seasonal break. This is just a little bit of an update on the fine art of Land Rover maintenance and what we've been up to with the Project 110 that we have in our possession. Okay, so firstly the fascia here where the switches is, I broke it. Very weak, so what we've done is put some nice aluminium trim around here, which is available from Bearmach of course, and it's much stronger than the original. Up on the fascia here needs it as well. Before you ask, Bearmach do supply these, and a link to the catalogue is below the description in this video. You can then get the part numbers and order from a Bearmach distributor. We've already got the aluminium knobs, as you can see. Okay, so we've replaced the seat belt to comply with MOT. You can see that it's in much better condition than the original. The part number for this is BA188 or BA188A, which is also available in their accessories catalogue online. This will keep the MOT man happy. Don't like seat belts that are in this sort of condition. Right, well there's a little bit of a heads up with this. I thought I'd tell you. Seat belts, these are vertically fitting seat belts and they only operate in one way, so when you pull it up and it's in the vertical position it will let it roll. If you put it in the horizontal position and it's a vertical seat belt, inertia reel seat belt, it will not let it out. So if you're trying to fit one, always hold it upright so you can pull out the reel. Easy as that. The other thing I found with the kit which we got from Bearmach, which is 2 seat belts, the buckles are different to the original Land Rover one. So you can't fit the originals into them. You have to change the buckles as well, which come with the kit, which is easy. They bolt into the brackets down here. That's the seat base one and that's the one for the buckle. Okay, easy, as you can see just down here. The ankle bracket down here is a little bit of a modification, but the bolt in the kit will bolt straight onto it once you've cut the old belt off. Right, so the other thing is we've found a lot of backlash in the front differential. You can see by that I'm not happy with this and it doesn't feel right. There's also a leak on the front seal, and we'll talk more about this when we get around to doing the tutorials on this. And also the steering as well, as you remember if you've been following us, it's not in very good condition, leaking steering box and misalignments. Okay, the brakes are worn on the front axle and so are the discs, so all this needs replacing. So we've taken the decision to actually overhaul the whole front axle, which will be steering, the diff, the swivels and everything else. These are the axle stands that are holding it, so we can adjust the front axle as we need to. It's only lightly standing on those yellow stands at the moment. This will be the next project to film. The vehicle, took it into the workshop to try and adjust the lamps on the front here with a professional beam setter, which didn't work out too well. I couldn't get a proper beam on this lamp, which was the driver's side, and it turned out to be a bulb that was loose because the catch is broken in the lamp, which meant a new lamp. But also the wiring, well, Mr. Scotchlock has been in there, so it's been butchered quite a lot, and we've had earth faults as well with this, so we've been through it just to clean them out. Hardest bit here is finding that checking the voltage drop on the earth is 2.2 volts, which means there is a problem. We've changed the connectors and chased the earth problem out. These are the connectors for the headlamps, which are new, and that was on both sides, and we've also fitted a new lamp on the off side, so our beam is now correct. The most painful discovery, and you'll know this if you've had a Land Rover for a while, is finding corrosion where it shouldn't be, where it wasn't last month. Okay, so the metal's a little bit more than soft, and you can see here I've smashed out some of the rot on the back chassis part, or the rear member. Alright, it's had a new cross member, but this metal is just dissolved. Also, there's a crack up here by the tank. So the tank will need to come off and this needs to be welded. However, it's not all doom and gloom. We've got a brand new rear prop shaft that's been bolted on, and I've fitted a set of new handbrake shoes. Now it's pretty difficult to film under a vehicle sometime. Easy to show you how to adjust the handbrake up, because you can see that here. That's what we're doing. The shoe's been replaced, and I'll show you because I've also repeated the same thing in the workshop where you can see this very clearly. I'll give you a few tips and tricks on this. One of these being exactly where the leading and the trailing shoes are, so you don't have a problem with your handbrake later on. Okay, there's just a heads up, and we'll be continuing this year, 2015, so we'll see you then.